Alright, so got a great show for you tonight, folks. Welcome to the Fridays, Life, the Universe, and Everything. On a Friday, I'm sure. And I'm your host, Jesus Christ, the Almighty, All High, all the fucking time, trying to rhyme on a dime, flip a dime into a hole. She bringing back a lot of fucking dough. For the fucking crew, you know we hit it raw. Yeah, trying to get my foot into the door. And I'm just chilling. You know, I hope you're doing good. I had a chill week. You know, I was making a lot of models. I was making a tank, maybe for Lockheed Martin or some shit like that. Maybe a Moog. I don't know. But you know, shout out to my workplace. Shout out to my job. Shout out to the things that I do. I'm over here sipping the Guinness as I do. Yes sir, this not number one, this number two. You already know you're listening to FLUE. The goddamn podcast of the century, of the year, or the fucking month. Just probably right now, wherever you're listening from. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. Besides this little intro, I only have two sections of this podcast that are gonna play. First up is gonna be the ranking of Eminem albums, and I have a video to go along with that. That's cool. And please don't fucking hate on it's just my opinion, you know. Spoiler, just my opinion. And we also have an interview with a special political guest. Probably the biggest political guest you could get right now. It is Donald Trump. We have Trump in the back end of this here podcast. So I'm gonna shut the fuck up and I'm gonna let the tier list Eminem ranking get started. All right, I'll pass it off right now. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're getting into the Eminem tier list. I probably just tossed it over here. Let's start watching here. See what I say. Alright, so I think at the time, by the way, this is new audio. This is not the same audio that lines up with this video. I just have a sped up version here to pretty much go over some really simple core mechanics of these albums that work and don't, and what I think of them personally. So starting off with Infinite, I remember listening to this, because this is when I was listening to all of his albums in a row. This was like super underdeveloped Eminem, but his ideas for lyrics were really, really good. I remember he said you couldn't make this crowd throw up their hands even if they swallowed their fingers. That's a crazy line. I put it in the D. Okay. So that's not too bad. It's not an F or anything. Definitely not a C. But it's a D for Detroit. Yeah, Infinite is not, it's not really Eminem. Well, it's Eminem as much as it is like, just no Slim Shady at all at this time, actually. So, that's where he is there. And, you can hear Proof on a track. Can't even remember most of the tracks right now. It's kind of forgettable, I guess. I think it's only like 11 tracks or 10, but the best song on it's definitely Infinite. And even then, he's like just lyrical, spiritual, miracle, spherical, cynical, mineral, like subliminal. He's rapping like that. Oh my god. Okay. I put the Slim Shady LP in C. I know people are probably going to be mad at this tier list, so take everything I say with a grain of salt, please. I'm still sipping on the Guinness. Yeah, I don't know why I put it at a C. I think it's because his voice is kind of annoying here. Has some really good lines, some really good songs. The production, I think, is a little bit lacking. I'd say. I think all Eminem's albums are lacking in production, at least. Up until, like, semi-recently. I think, I don't know, his beat selection is probably some of the worst in hip-hop history. because he's the one that's choosing these. And I know Dr. Dre is making them, but like, do you think that you could rap on a lot of those beats? It reminds me of like Biggie, you know, or Notorious, whatever. He had so many beats that like if you heard them, it would not make you want to spit anything. It wouldn't make you want to spit anything over them, because it's like, how do you even rhyme over this? Like, I don't know. It's the same thing with Eminem, but Eminem is worse. Plus, like, Eminem had full creative control. There's no way you can just blame it all on, you know, like Puffy. Can't blame it all on Dr. Dre. Eventually, Eminem started producing for himself. I have a playlist on YouTube where I choose like my favorite Eminem songs, his essentials. I feel like he made a few of the beats in there, but like they're so few and far between, like actually getting some quality production from him. It's usually when he's doing something with someone else. Like, you wouldn't catch him on a Skrillex track or something that crazy, but he can sell out, you know, and force himself onto some trap production later on in his career, which we'll get to. But that being said, I think in the video right now I'm talking about the Marshall Mathers LP, and I have no idea. I'm pretty sure I put it in the B, because of Kim. That's pretty much it. I just really hate that song. Some people would put that album in the S tier. No, not me. A couple of features that don't really work out on it too. And yeah, like some of the like flows on it are weird. And plus, like, Stan, come on now. I think that's his craziest contribution to hip hop is the word Stan. That's fine. But I'm not even gonna explain myself any further. Eminem Show at S tier. That's my favorite Eminem album. I think it's just like hit after hit after hit, and even the songs that aren't hits, his lyrics are so, like, it's not like all shock value when he's actually got like some substance to some of these songs here, which is really, really good, because you don't always get that from Eminem. It's usually him talking about his past or his current situationships, which is really gross in later albums. It pisses me off. The more songs that he has about women and how just toxic all of his female relationships seem to be, even with his own mother, that's like a huge red flag. But the best one of them all has to be Superman, because it's just like, yes, it's about some random woman, maybe many random women, but he's just talking about how he actually is not a good guy. And I know that we're supposed to know that he is not a good guy, but still you would think outside of the music he would want to be a good guy. And he still can't seem to pin that down. I haven't seen him outside with a bitch ever. You know? Besides, obviously, fucking Kim. Did MGK ever fuck her in Eminem's flannel? Who would want to... Anyway. Pretty sure right now I'm talking about Encore. And I like Encore. Okay. I actually gave it a listen. Front to back. I don't mind it. Anyone that's hating on Encore just hasn't been at the brink of their creativity and needed to branch out. No one's ever done a 180 and just made dumb shit. That's all I can say. If you don't like Encore, you've never actually sat down and made like lengths of music, hundreds of songs, because I guarantee if you did, you would hit a wall creatively, and you would eventually have to break out of it somehow. And it's going completely backwards. Just drop the best shit ever. What do? Give them what you want to make. I mean, I know he's probably influenced by pills and stuff at this time, kind of heavy. Which, you know, shout out to him for making it through it. But people shitting on this record, they just haven't been in the studio day after day, grinding like clips. Could you imagine Eminem on some Pharrell production? Like back in the 2000s when they were in their prime? Like, oh my god. Holy shit. Could have probably got some fucking more Akon feature Eminem, you know? But I'm pretty sure I put Encore in a B tier too, right next to Marshall Mathers LP. And the only thing that holds Encore back is definitely the beat selection. But there are some bangers, and I like Ass Like That like so much. Like that's probably one of his best songs ever. Makes me laugh every time I hear it. The way you shake it, I can't believe it. I ain't never seen an ass like that. Every time I see that show on MTV, my pee goes. Knowing. Like that sounds like a fucking Scott Storch throwaway beat or something. That Indian influence that Timbaland brought to the table back in the day. Yeah. Encore's got some. Rain Man is crazy. The flow. The flow of him, like, what if a putt? What if it wiggled just a little bit? What if his dick? Oh, okay. I put it in the C's. I put it in the C category. That's fine. I might have put it in the B category. Now that, you know what? Big Weenie's kind of crazy. Man, Rap Critic would fucking kill me if he heard me talking highly of Encore. He made a whole video with views about it. But, fuck it. I'm gonna be me. Proud. Not too proud. Proud to be me. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm pretty sure I'm talking about Relapse. Yeah, that's Relapse. Relapse. It's got some of his cornier performances. Plus the concept is so, I don't know, it's like it starts out with a concept, never follows through on it. But it inspired Tyler the Creator enough to actually put the concept to good use. I like the art direction. I like how his face is a bunch of different pills. I like the CD and physical aspect of it. That's great. A lot of the songs on there, though, are crazy. Even We Made You, like, try and rap along to that song. Try it. I dare you. It's one of his craziest singles, just because it's like, what is this? You don't even know what this is at this point. Fuck it, throw a bitch on the hook. That's the single. Alright, Recovery. Oh. A lot of singles on this one. A lot of songs that I actually remember. Beautiful. No Love. Love the Way You Lie. Won't Back Down. Not Afraid. Shit. Oh my god, I didn't even talk about Till I Collapse on Eminem show, but I remember that being the trailer music for one of the Call of Duty games. I think it was Modern Warfare 2. And then they used Won't Back Down on the next one. I think that might have been Black Ops, but that's what got me into that album. And I started listening to it more and more. And when I was doing the original tier list video, I had recently listened to it, and I thought his voice was just like, I don't know. Something about his voice was just cracking like crazy. It just sounded so annoying. And there's a lot of actual like love songs and stuff like that. Plus this one end song on Recovery. I think it was Untitled. Just like, what the fuck was that? Super unnecessary. I like all the singles though. I do. I think some of his wordplay too was really good on that album. But some of the fucking Cold Wind, ow, 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 ow. Like that was the first time that I ever was like, wow, he lost the ability to make a fucking hook. Cause even 3 a.m. in the morning, body thinks the board, I'm playing it all over the floor. that was like crazy. At least for the time. But then Recovery coming in with, oh my god, bro. Plus, like, some of his bars were actually like dad bars, like dad joke bars. Like, man, that was really when it all started, huh? Recovery. He never made a full one. He never made a full Recovery. Eminem. No, what is that? Marshall Mathers LP 2. I hated listening to this one. I fucking hated listening to this one. This is probably one of the hardest albums that I had to listen to, just because how annoying his vocals were, and the mixing. The mixing really started to be apparently bad, like very apparently bad on that album. That's when that started, the bad mixing. So the prior album had dad bars. It had, I think Recovery also at least had like the last inkling of a good hook, but it was mostly bad, but nothing on Marshall Mathers LP2 is good, in my opinion. No song on it. Not even the singles. The one he did with Rick Rubin. Talking about the kick it. Like, how is that the thing that pops into your head as an artist so far into your career? Like, bro, go back to encore shit, honestly, because at least you could make a fucking hook then. I don't know. I know I'm being kind of crazy harsh or whatever. Oh my god. I remember this. I made a special tier. I made a special tier for Revival. It deserved one. That is the worst listen. Marshall Mathers LP too close, but Revival is... oh, it's fucking terrible. It's god awful. You see his face down on the cover? God, people say Encore is terrible. No. No. Encore is not his worst. Never will be. Revival? Oh my god. It's almost guaranteed booty. And I feel bad for Eminem. You know, he was in denial. And that's why he made Kamikaze. Which, by the way, is not that bad. The Recovery, that's a real Recovery, I'll tell you that much. Shout out to the Beastie Boys album art, clearly inspired by License to Ill. Oh, okay, I did his most recent one before the other two. Because, you know, recency bias, I can't... Yeah. Putting old-ass songs, making fun of Christopher Reeves on your album, and making fun of trans people still, even though it's, oh my god, it's actually some idiot, I killed him, some idiot, he could try to kill me! Alright, bro, just chill. You know, just fucking chill. Music to be Murdered by Part 1, meh. Better production, but Godzilla, how is that a single? Anyway, Music to be Murdered by Part 2, fucking F, didn't like anything on that. The dad bars are at an all-time high. Same thing kind of with Music to be Murdered by 1, but shit, bro. At least it had a little more momentum. At least the fans liked it a little bit. And yeah, that new one, Coup de Grace, that ain't it either. So most of all, it seems that this is my Eminem tier list. I'm sure no one else would really agree with where I placed things, especially not the Eminem show being at an S if Marshall Mathers LP is at a B. But I don't give a fuck. Back to the regular video. Alright, so I don't want to brag, but I got a pretty special guest that I'm about to try ring-a-ding-dinging. And I hope you guys enjoy. I tried to get the president on the line. Let's see if he answers. We can hope. One can hope.
Hello. How are you doing today, Richard?
I'm doing good, man. Is this really Donald Trump?
Yes, I can't tell you how much of an honor it is for you to be speaking with me right now.
Oh my God. Okay. So your team said that you might be busy, but I didn't know. Okay.
They just sent you a text. Don't open that. It's got war plans in it. Wrong number.
Oh, all right. I want to ask you some questions.
Hit me like my wife does.
That sounds like a problem. You shouldn't let her hit you, man.
It's a sex thing.
Oh, you know what? Whip it real good. Am I right?
That's just like my daughter.
So, I got like about 10 questions here. I just wanted to ask. I got you on the old Alexander Graham Bell here. No, Drake. So the people really want to know, what's your favorite color, Mr. President?
I'm sorry, I was thinking about Devo. You mentioned Whip It.
Everyone loves Devo. Who doesn't?
Mark Mother's, he's a great guy. I think he's still alive, but he was great. Could be better.
You have a real fondness for trying to make things great that I think are still pretty good,
It could be better. Everything could be better. Even the country. Not me, though. I couldn't be better.
Oh.
Just ask my daughter.
That sounds a little sleazy, Mr. Trump.
Hey, if she's up for it.
I guess once you get to a certain tax bracket where you don't get taxed, it's just like foreplay at that point, incest,
Well, soon it's going to be everybody's taxes. Nobody's going to pay taxes except for the very, very, very poor. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be huge, believe me.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. Fuck all those poor people. You're not recording this, right?
No.
I don't care. They'll still vote for me.
You know what? You're probably right. So, the people want to know, do you have a favorite color?
Colors are a strange thing. The rainbow, it's an awful faggy thing, and I don't like to look at the rainbow much. So I've purposely made myself colorblind, much like a dog, and, people are dying like dogs over in Ukraine. They shouldn't. They should really just give it up. Give it up to Putin. Well, they started this war. They should yield it.
Well, that's your opinion.
No, it's a fact.
Dogs can only see two colors. Did you know that?
What the hell are you talking about dogs?
Dogs aren't colorblind, is what I'm trying to... They can see two colors. It's not like it's just black and white or...
I think that's fake news.
I don't know about that.
I was talking to my dog the other day, even though I don't own a dog. Don't tell Melania. But I was talking to the dog, and the dog said, Mr. President, thank you so much for making this country great again. And I said,
yeah. Dog,
you're welcome. And then he went to talk to his friend Woodstock. It was beautiful.
Oh, that's actually phenomenal. Your dog can talk?
I don't have a dog.
Oh, well, yeah, dogs can only see like blue and I think yellow. So that's like, what's across? That's green. They can pretty much see like a range of blue to green to yellow.
Blue and yellow, huh? I knew I didn't like those Ukrainian dogs.
Yeah, I mean, Finland. No, that's not Finland. What else? I can't think of one. Maybe Switzerland.
Any one of those fake countries that are going to be the 52nd and 53rd country after Canada.
Yeah, the states, right? We can make a whole country a state. Why not?
Makes sense to me. I come up with it. I'm a genius. Just like Kanye. Me and Kanye have a lot in common.
What else do you have in common with Kanye? Do you both have Teslas?
Did you just say testicles?
Do you both have Teslas?
You mean Teslers?
Yeah. Teslers.
Teslas are a wonderful car, and it can be yours for one low payment of $75,000 for the cheapest model. It might run over school children, but it's worth it.
I mean, we're going a little bit off script, but I don't mind if you don't.
Hey, if you hit them, you get that nice crunch. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I bet it's a nice car. Electric cars. I always thought people would doubt them. Especially the people that vote for you. But they seem to have turned a new leaf. They're buying Cybertrucks left and right.
Left and right and up and down, and after you hit a curb, that's where it is. It just explodes. It's beautiful. It
flies upside down like that plane.
If you're lucky.
I mean, you fired the drivers just like you fired the traffic control people, right?
I I fired nobody. That was the president. I mean Elon Musk. That was Elon's doing.
Is he a good father?
I call him Daddy.
Well, is he a good father to you?
Absolutely.
He takes care of you?
He's helping me to learn how to teeth. I don't want to tell you what I'm using, though.
Oh, do you have veneers? It looks like you might.
That's all me, baby.
Oh, wow. I'm actually really impressed. Do you recall the time that you met Jelly Roll?
I meet a Jelly Roll every morning at the Oval Office.
Well, he's a rapper turned country artist with face tattoos, and he has veneers. He has a great set of teeth, and I don't think it really matters if they're real or fake.
Oh, right, Tim. No, he borrowed mine.
No,
the thing about veneers is their teeth, and their teeth are beautiful, and if you keep them clean, you keep them nice, and you don't have to go back to the dentist. You never have to go back to the dentist. It's a beautiful thing, because why would the dentist need to get more of your money? It's just a Ponzi scheme. I don't believe in the dentist.
Do you believe in Ponzi schemes?
Of course not. Would you buy my Trump shirt shoes, by the way? They're very cheap, very stylish.
I already got a couple of your products, Donald. I don't know I don't know if I need any more. I'm kind of jammed up here.
The best way to be.
I mean, from the back to the front, right? Up to down. If I hit a curb,
you explode.
Yeah. Boom.
Don't fucking scare me like that. What's wrong with you?
Oh, that's right. My bad, man. Too soon?
Nobody's ear grows back like mine.
Oh, fuck.
The whole side of my face was gone.
You're like an X-Man. You're like Professor Xavier, man.
We're trying to get X-Men out of sports, sir.
Oh, that's right. Does the president have a favorite midnight snack?
Pretzels.
You like pretzels? Who doesn't?
You know, George Bush liked pretzels a little too much one day. Do you remember that? The pussy choked on a pretzel.
Oh my... No, it must have been a little too salty. More than what he could handle.
Hey, you know, the world's full of salt.
Hey, we're on a lot of it over here. I live in upstate New York. We have a lot of salt mines, salt piles, and stuff like that. Road salt.
You're blue state. You're just salty that I won. You're gonna have to live with it.
Why do you always gotta be so mean? Why do you always gotta bring it back to, you know, who won and who did? I think we can have a good sportsman-like presidency if you were to give it a chance.
The fuck do you know? That's right.
I'm not president, so I guess I have no leg to stand on, really. I'm over here with a crutch.
I bet you even have bone spurs, don't you?
I don't know what those are. Do they grow?
I had them. I got out of the war with them. The beautiful war that we won. Vietnam.
So...
Now we got property there. It's beautiful. Nothing like it.
You personally have property in Vietnam?
They don't have extradition, do they? I need it for safety.
Oh, no, I guess you have to have places you can go to feel safe, you know, especially the president, the Secret Service and all them. Yeah, they try.
There's nothing better than a good safe space.
I got another question here for you. The people are really dying to know, what is your favorite kind of Lunchable? The pizza
I'm
kind?
a Lunchly guy, for your information. The way that... What's his name? The guy who fought Mike Tyson. The guy who flawlessly beat Mike. Old Iron Mike, he beat him, and now he sells school lunches to children. Not like that slut Michelle Obama, but he sells good lunches that are good for the children, and they're packed well and they're delicious.
I think that's Logan Paul, right? Or Jake Paul.
Okay, if you say so, I'll still eat it.
They're like identical twins. It's really hard to tell them apart. So I don't know who made the Lunchleys, but I know KSI.
They're just as smart as each other. It's beautiful. No smarter guys.
I know they're really in the Aryan race, aren't they? Tall, blonde.
Beautiful.
There you go.
They point at the sky with their whole hand flayed out, just like my buddy Elon. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Speaking of Elon, what's he like in person? Because you know, I couldn't imagine what it's like to be a billionaire like you are, of course, but to just have friends like that, I wonder what do you guys talk about?
Well, some say he's the richest man on earth, but I think I am. But that's besides the point. He's got so much going on. He can balance forks like nobody's business. Have you seen that? Did you see that? He's balanced those forks like a motherfucker. He was great.
What did he balance there?
He was at the party the other day. He balanced some forks. It was beautiful.
He could balance forks, but with one hand or something, like
one finger
on his finger. That's not really that cool, actually. I don't think that's that cool. I don't think that's impressive.
Don't make him send you to Venezuela.
Oh, gee. Oh, I'm not Venezuelan. I was born in America. I'm an American.
So is everybody in that prison right now. Believe me.
Well, I have a birth certificate on hand in case anybody wants to double check. Okay.
It can be like Obama's. We can fake it.
I didn't even see his, so he might still be a fake American to me. I don't know. You know.
He's not an American. He's not an American. That birth certificate was fake as hell.
He's from Kenya, right?
Canada, yes, Canada. Glorious country, soon to be the 21st nation.
Yeah. You know Drake's from Canada.
We had some good times with Epstein.
You and Drake?
Absolutely.
What kind of juice do you like, Mr. President? Do you like orange juice or apple juice? Prune juice?
Jungle juice.
Oh my god. You're a raunchy old man. I like it.
I gotta get some pep in my step for when my daughter's around.
Hey, that's neither here nor there. I'm not gonna comment.
You should have seen the train we ran with Drake. It was beautiful.
Drake has a big old floppy horse cock. Is that right?
I didn't see it. I only felt it.
Oh, it was dark, right? You need it to be dark.
That's no way to speak about that, man.
Oh, he's pretty light though. He keeps it light. It's not like he tans like you. You're darker than he is.
Can I tell you a secret about my tanning?
Oh, please do.
Nobody knows this. I get basted like Kramer in that episode of Seinfeld.
You get basted?
Yes, butter. Beautiful.
That's butter all over you.
No, that's what I used to tan with. It's beautiful. It smells delicious.
I bet it does. You probably have some of the purest butter ever because, you know, you rich folk can really afford Whole Foods.
We love the pure white.
Have you ever been inside of a Whole Foods? I know you don't drive, but...
I've been inside a whole turkey. It could have been one of those small hens, though. I don't know.
Yeah, chickens, see, because they were a lot smaller at first, you know that? And then we genetically modified...
But before that day with the dinosaurs, the same thing that's in your gas tank. And if you get an electric car, you won't be able to fill up your gas with that precious, precious dinosaur chicken. Now, would you really want that?
Yeah. I maybe. I don't know. I don't know what a world would look like where it's pure electric. Because
it would look disgusting. Yeah,
the grid can't really handle a lot of what's happening as is. So, we would have to start there, for sure. And, that's a long time coming. I don't know if you'd be able to handle that within the next 3 years, so.
3 years? Why the hell would I be doing anything for the next 3 years?
I don't know, because that's how long your presidency is going to last, right?
2028, there's going to be a special surprise, you'll see.
I'm not looking forward to it.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm assuming, right? This is what I'm assuming. I'm assuming that you're going to let Elon kind of do whatever he wants right now in the background, get it set up so that he can, you know, pass himself off as president in the future and like change some sort of rule where a foreigner could actually run this country the way that you do.
I told you not to open up that text message earlier.
I'm a curious guy. I have questions. Sometimes I want answers.
Well, people are going to start talking about mishandling classified information again, and I just want to know, what about her emails?
What about whose emails?
Hillary Clinton mishandled that information. She let those men die in Benghazi. It's a terrible thing.
No, we'll cut this all out. That's okay. We'll just cut this out. Cause
don't fucking do that.
Oh no.
I'm a smart man. The people know that. And if they don't, they get sent to Venezuela.
And did they get sent anywhere else?
Gitmo, Canada, Cuba.
Are you gonna turn Canada into a prison state?
That's why we were gonna buy Greenland.
You know what you could do there is start a Hunger Games.
That sounds like an idea, but the Hunger Game, how about a full game? I don't like doing anything hungry.
I mean, you have those lunchlies, and they're delicious.
That's true. Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Do you like Uncrustables?
I think I'm gonna have to end this conversation.
Okay.
It's disgusting.
Do you like crust?
Yes. Especially when it's on the tip of Elon Musk's cock or Putin's cock. It's all delicious.
Does Putin have a delicious cream filling?
No, that's what he gives me.
Does he say that your cream filling is delicious? That's only fair. You know, top or bottom, that's only fair.
Hey, you bottom some, you top some.
That's a motto to live by.
It's a motto to bottom by.
Son of a bitch. You're a fascinating man.
I'm a powerful man. Some would say I'm a power bottom.
So I bet most would venture to say that you're a power bottom.
Everybody I've come into contact with, you know who's the best power top is Marjorie Taylor Greene. She doesn't just look like a man. She fucks like a man. She is a man.
She is?
A beautiful, beautiful man that looks like a horse.
Those are rare to find. Sarah Jessica Parker is another one.
She's a liberal. I would never bottom for her.
You would never bottom for a liberal?
Never.
Who was the most recent person you bottomed for?
Hillary Clinton.
And she was our last foreign advisor, right? Or during Obama's years, she was a foreign advisor?
I have no idea, but I was assuming you were going to say that she's a liberal. She's not. She's a lizard. She's a reptilian.
You believe in that stuff?
I believe in it. I founded it.
Who else is a reptile? Are you allowed to share that?
I don't think I can say. Mitch McConnell. I didn't say anything.
I didn't hear anything. I think you're...
It's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's great.
They say he's a turtle, but he's really a reptile.
I remember that from Over the Hedge.
Great movie.
You know, that's Bruce Willis as the raccoon there.
And William Shatner's the gopher.
And Steve Carell is the squirrel.
Steve Carell's in there, really.
Yeah, he's the squirrel.
Disgusting.
I have another question about Jelly Roll. Why is he everywhere now?
He got the Trump bump. He got the Trump bump. Only I could do it for him.
That's like the Drake Care package. He got the Trump bump.
The Trump bump.
What do you think of all these bumper stickers on these Teslars?
The Tesla bumper stickers are great. They always telling me I'm a Nazi, and I agree with them.
I mean, how could you not?
Exactly. It's un-American.
It's good to be proud.
Un-American.
Are you a proud boy?
I'm a proud little boy.
I'm proud of you. You know, you came a long way. No one would have thought this would have happened. You know.
I made America great again, single-handedly with every person who voted for me. You couldn't have done it without them, which is us, and you can't spell us without US. Have you ever thought about that?
Damn. No.
I made that up. I'm a genius.
I know. You're just like Kanye.
Thank you. I knew somebody would say it.
How is Kanye?
He's been having some trouble, but I've been talking him through it.
You've been counseling him?
Yes, I made him come out finally. It was a beautiful thing, telling everybody his true nature.
Yeah, because I know Amber Rose and probably Kim too used to stick their fingers up his butt, and he was confused for a while. That's fine, you know, it's okay to be, you know, bi-curious, but it seems like, yeah, he's actually, if you've seen his Twitter, which I know you probably haven't because you don't really know how to use smart technology, but his Twitter.
I was banned on Twitter.
That you're back?
Unfairly.
You're back now, right?
No, fuck him.
But Elon controls that.
That's what they want you to think.
Oh, who really controls Twitter then? Sway?
The reptiles.
Oh, fuck. Mitch McConnell.
I know I just said I was in with them, but they also control it and they hate me.
They hate you. Oh, listen. I got another question.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite beer or alcoholic beverage?
I was a big Bud Light guy until the controversy.
Yeah, I bet you were.
You know the controversy, right?
Yes, I don't know her name, but she was put on the bottle, or on the can.
Only 4 of them, but that's enough. I'll never drink Bud Light again. Now I'm a Bud Light guy. Because
Shane Gillis is their mascot right now, right?
Beats the hell out of me.
I think Kid Rock also caped for you there for a second, or maybe not you in particular, but he was against Bud Light really heavy because he didn't like the idea of a trans
He's
person.
He's a smart guy. Don't break his heart, his achy breaky heart.
Yeah, that wasn't him, man. That's Billy Ray Cyrus, not Kid Rock.
I think I would know. I had them both at my inauguration.
I didn't know Billy Ray Cyrus was there. Did you know he made that song with that little gay boy, Lil Nas X?
How do you know that about him? That was our secret.
Well, I'm guessing that you gave him the money to shoot a video with him in it and gain some relevance. That's another Trump bump that you did there, I'm pretty sure.
And then we shot heroin.
Was it a song called Heroin?
No.
Just straight up mainline, huh?
In the main vein.
That's super depressing and very 70s of you.
It was delicious.
Is it possible to just boof heroin? You just shove it up on in there where you still get high?
In my experience, yes.
And have you ever been a drug mule of any sort?
What did I just say?
That answers my question. Have you ever seen? Are you a big fan of Clint Eastwood?
Ever since he's talked to that chair with Obama, and not really though. He's been a fan of mine.
I bet Clint Eastwood would be a fan of yours. That makes total sense.
He's a big fan of mine. He's very lucky.
Did you ever see the movie The Mule with Clint Eastwood?
I didn't know he was in a donkey show. Yeah,
where they let a lady fuck a donkey somewhere down in.
No, it was Clint.
That was Hillary?
It was him.
Oh yeah. He's the mule.
He took it like a champ.
It's a hard watch.
You're getting me all hot and bothered, sir.
Well, that's because you're in a 3-piece suit all the time.
Can I tell you a secret? I'm not wearing anything right now.
Well, do you have nipple piercings? I feel like you'd be the type of guy to have them. It's a rare breed. But I think you could pull it off.
He's gotta lead me around somehow with those chains.
Like you're Leia or something, and he's Jabba the Hutt.
Slave Leia and Jabba the Hutt. Now that's some Rule 34 I would like to watch.
There you go, Elon Musk and you just parading around the White House lawn, people gawking and staring because they don't understand. They could never.
They don't understand our love.
No, the love's too deep. You guys are like intertwined.
In more ways than one.
Yeah, you're totally in sync.
Yep, one in the stink.
Have you guys ever done a 3-legged race? Do you think you'd be good at that?
He can do a 3-legged race all by himself.
You know, I should have figured. He has like 17 kids, 27 kids.
He also has the money to get himself a cybernetic penis. Let's just be real.
Genuinely, I don't think that Elon Musk fucks, other than you, because I feel like he's just too busy. He's running Tesla, SpaceX, the Boring Company, which isn't boring, by the way. And he's about to, set a mission to Mars. He's going to be the first man on Mars. How does he have time to sire so many children?
I think the fact is he's just a liar. I do all that.
Those are your kids.
I'm the president. I'm the head of SpaceX. He's just a puppet.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that those were all your kids.
No, fuck no.
Yeah, I would believe that too.
Could you imagine me just sitting around all day fucking all those kids? I'd have no time to be the president.
That's what Epstein was for.
Right. That's what do you think we did on that island?
He needed a whole island to do it. I mean, 1 and 1 makes 2.
I think Bill's still there.
He's lost. He's probably just wandering around, climbing a palm tree, eating a coconut raw.
Those are hard things to get inside of coconuts, but you get something small and pointy and you shove it into it, you get the precious, precious milk.
Yeah, and you know what else is on an island is crabs, and those are hard to get rid of.
Until you eat them, they're delicious though.
I crack myself up.
Just like a coconut.
And a crab, technically.
That's a good one, I didn't think of that.
You know how to eat lobster? I don't know how to open those things. When you're fancy, you can eat lobster every day if you wanted to, but would you want to?
If you really talk to a lobster and you're nice to it, they open themselves up right to you.
Have you ever seen Shark Tale?
A shark's tail? Yes, I've seen a shark's tail.
No, the movie with Will Smith and Jack Black. And
it's about a shark's tail?
Yeah, technically, yeah. Like a tale isn't a story. It's a shark story.
Why do they call it that?
There's a script, and they did 3D animation for it, and they paid Will Smith before he slapped Chris Rock, way before, and Renee Zellweger was his romantic interest, but not really at first, because he saw this other fish that was like super hot at like the racetrack, and he was gonna bet all his money that he was supposed to give his boss, Martin Scorsese, and then he lost, and then these 2 Jamaican jellyfish take him out to the middle of nowhere, technically under the ocean, like where SpongeBob or whatever like would live, and then they set him up to be eaten by a shark. And this guy, Jack Black, his shark character is vegetarian, but he has a brother that's like really good at eating because he's not a vegetarian, so he goes and tries to eat Oscar. That's the name of Will Smith's fish character. He goes to eat Oscar, and then an anchor comes down, and it just kills him right there on the spot. It's like so dramatic and crazy. And then the Jamaican jellyfish were running away because they saw the shark, but then they came right back. And then Oscar lied. He lied like a dirty, dirty liar, and he said that he killed the shark, but really he didn't, and they start calling him the Shark Slayer. And then he goes from rags to riches in this like crazy nice montage. There's a lot of good music in that movie. Have you ever seen it, Mr. President?
Hey, sorry, I was doing my Sleepy Joe impression.
Yeah, Joe Biden. He's a character. You ever talk to him for a long period of time?
He always falls asleep on me. He just can't keep up.
Like, do you fall asleep during movies? Are you one of those people?
Of course not. I've never slept before in my life.
Oh, right, because you're like a god king. Like, you don't even have a butthole, right?
How do you think I power bottom?
You power through it.
There you go.
These are beautiful life lessons that you're teaching me, man.
Hey, that's how I made America great.
Again, because it wasn't before you.
Not once.
No, I'm really happy that my Republican viewers are gonna be. I'm sure they're gonna be thrilled that we had this conversation here today.
I'm sure those slack-jawed retards will be fucking perfectly happy with it.
If they're not, then fuck them.
Exactly. High five.
I snapped my fingers. That wasn't a real high five. Plus, I'm holding a microphone. It would have sounded bad.
How dare you lie to me?
You're not here, so I felt a little bit better about it. So, I'm sorry. That's a human flaw.
Everybody does fucked up shit, especially me.
Hey, you might take the cake. You might be the king, man. More than
Hey, I'm gonna have my cake and eat it too.
Speaking of cake, are you gonna turn Greenland into red, white, and blue land?
I thought of something even better.
What's that?
Double red, white, and blue land.
Like a double rainbow all the way across the sky.
I'm not a fag.
Right, sorry. Only a tri-colored rainbow all the way across the sky. Red for the blood, white for the purity, and blue
for the soil.
No, for the cops. Blue blood, you know?
Oh, yes, sure.
There's red blood and blue blood.
Whatever those fucking pigs want to call themselves, they can.
Oh, man, those are America's armed forces.
You know who else has an armed force?
Who?
These nuts.
Oh, got him.
I got him.
You always know how to make me smile.
You're goddamn right.
I want to give you a nickname. I want to give you, like, capital D.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Because you're, like, near the capital. And your name starts with D. Or the Don.
I never thought of it like that.
Don Corleone.
Sure. Sounds good.
I love the sound of that. Do you have a nickname that you want to give me? You know, they call me Jesus or whatever over here. If you feel so inclined to give me a nickname, that would be great.
The one and only, the walk on water man, the big T guy. That's what I'll call you, big T guy, because you died on a big T.
That's actually a lowercase t, but close enough.
It was a big lowercase t, known as a little big capital D.
That's like the world's biggest rubber band ball.
It's a ball of twine, but sure.
Right. They couldn't make rubber bands that big, you're right. You remember when you could buy rubber band balls at the store? Oh wait, probably not. You don't actually go shopping.
Weren't they like $25,000?
That's probably
one day's pay for a rubber band ball.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably not a lot of money to you, but I didn't think that they were that much. I think they were like maybe like $8.
That's too cheap. They can't be right.
Adjusting for inflation, yeah, I think they were like $8.
No, a box of cereal is $25. How could that be possible?
Well, that's at like Whole Foods. I shop at Aldi's exclusively. You like Aldi's?
Aldi's nuts.
Got him again.
That's right, big little T.
Yeah, man. Hey, do you happen to play any video games, any virtual reality or anything like? You like Monopoly?
I always win in Monopoly.
I bet you hoard all the cash. You're the banker, and I bet you slide yourself bills when no one's looking.
I win so much they refuse to play with me. They say, Donald, we're not gonna play with you. You always win. So if we're gonna start a game, why don't we just call you the winner? And we do, and I win, and it's great, and it's just like every other time. Why even try if you're just gonna win?
I don't think that's like fair. You gotta play the game, Donald. You gotta actually.
You gotta play the game. That's right. But if you win, you win, and if you lose, you're a liberal.
I guess that's the name of the game, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Hey, I remember you said that you told Ted Cruz that his wife was ugly and he said thank you?
That's right.
That's I'm hearing that correct? That's true?
Yes, he's a cuck.
Do you guys ever like travel together? Does he sit in that hotel chair that's like in the corner?
We have one of those on the airplane I ride just for him.
Does it have his name on it and stuff?
It's spray painted.
That's actually fancy. Who'd you get to do the spray paint work, Kaz?
We have Banksy in a cage up here.
That's where he's hiding.
That's where he's hiding. We let him out every so often. He goes, please, sir, I love you so much, but please let me go, and we do when he comes back.
He's like a great dog.
He's like a dove, a pigeon. He comes back.
A beautiful pigeon.
He's a beautiful pigeon.
I don't know what he looks like. Would you slide me one of those? I won't reveal that. Would you slide me a picture of what he looks like, though?
Absolutely. He's a little short man.
I heard the last thing he did was do an inflatable raft at, I think, Coachella, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, had a inflatable raft and a mannequin in it.
He must have escaped to do that one. I didn't give him no fucking mannequin.
He might have just found it on his own in the crowd. He's a pretty resourceful guy.
That's true.
Inhaling all that spray paint though has got to be bad for you.
And it never hurt me.
You're a whippet guy?
Whip it good.
You on that nitrous, man? That's not good for you either.
We are gonna die someday, kid.
Yeah, I can't argue that logic. It's just, do you think that it's a bad look for you to be doing, nitrous when all these kids are, getting it out of Arabic corner stores and stuff like that?
As long as it's not laced with fentanyl from the dirty rapist Mexicans that come over with it.
I thought it came from Canada.
Yes, the dirty rapist Mexicans from Canada. What part of this don't you understand?
Sorry, I think I just misheard you. My bad.
Thank you. Yes, it is your bad.
Yeah, I'm a little fucking retarded over here.
It's from all the nitrous.
I don't even do whippets. That's just natural. No,
I think that's fake news.
I smoke weed. You're right. I knew. I break the law over here a little bit. Don't tell on me.
Hey, who am I to say? I break laws every day.
I mean, you might break the most. You're going unconstitutional with it.
I do it the best.
That we both could agree on. You do it the best, I think, that any president's ever done it before.
Hell yeah, high five.
High five. Huh. And you didn't even have to like hide it, and people are still letting you do it.
They love it. They can't get enough of it.
That's what's incredible. What are you doing over there? You eating one of them Lunchables? Lunchleys?
My daughter just logged in. There was a condom.
She just logged into the chat?
She walked in.
Oh, walked in. Hey, do you think Epstein is looking down with a lot of love for what you're doing with the country right now?
No, Epstein, my good friend. He's looking down on us right now with Reagan and Walter Cronkite and Rush Limbaugh and Sean Hannity. They're all up there looking down on us.
Yeah, all those guys, they're pretty problematic, right? No, what about Michael Jackson? Is he up there? He's kind of problematic.
He's a beautiful man. He was two beautiful men, one black, one white. The only white man ever with the N-word pass.
Hey, did you ever hear that Kanye line? She's got a light-skinned friend, looks like Michael Jackson. Got a dark-skinned friend, looks like Michael Jackson. You ever heard that?
I can't believe my good friend is racist.
Yeah, you better believe it. He's putting swastikas on shirts. That's kind of overtly, out there. Even for...
I gave him that idea.
You did?
Yeah, it was my idea.
You should have known better. He listens to anything anyone tells him.
It was a beautiful idea. It was a great idea. I'd put him on my own things if the liberals wouldn't have a fit.
What's your deal with liberals? Why specifically liberals? What?
They're ruining this country.
Ruining it how?
Look around.
It's just all fucked up?
It's just all fucked up.
If I asked like 100 people in the street, where I'm at, of course it's a blue state, but I feel like I would get pretty mixed results, so...
99 to 1 in liberal hater, I tell you what.
I mean, the states were split up like almost 50-50. You got like half the country you're making fun of there.
Make fun of the other half too, but they just don't care.
Hey, speaking of that...
Equal opportunity.
Yeah, if everyone gets shit, then, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's like the rules of comedy. You're a comedian.
They're bringing They're bringing comedy back. It's gonna be funnier than ever. No liberals allowed.
I know Elon Musk is legalizing comedy again, right?
Is making America funny again.
Like we were down and out for a while there. No good comedians were coming. No Bill Burr was out, but he's not that good. And Dave Chappelle was out, and he's not that good. You know.
They're all hacks.
Tony Hinchcliffe's the only one, right?
To tell you the truth, I couldn't name you one conservative comedian, but they're all better than the liberals.
You're really sticking to your guns. Is there any good liberal out there? Because I'm independent, so I don't count.
Just me from 1973 to 2008.
That's pretty hypocritical, but I don't know. You know, you're you.
I am me. I'm my own man. I do what I want. I do what I want when I want. Hold on.
Okay.
Elon's telling me it's bedtime.
Oh, okay. Well, will you tell him I said hi and to return my calls about the Cybertruck? I'm trying to get it back to him.
Okay, I will do that.
All right, thank you.
I'll do that for you, Big T, Big Little T.
Thank you so much, Donald Trump,
Big T, man. You're welcome.
For coming on the FLUE podcast this weekend. And you have yourself a great night there, King.
You too.
All right, I love you. Bye.
I hate all of you.
All right. Go to sleep. All right, there you have it. Donald J. Trump on the FLUE cast for the first time. I'm pretty sure I can get him to come back again. I know we went a little off script, but I'm pretty sure Elon sent over the script anyway, so screw it. Not like anyone's gonna really fact check that, because no one does that anymore. It's up to you, the audience. So like, comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined. And I can't deny it. I'm a straight rider. You don't want to fuck with me. Yeah? Anyway. No, seriously, why the fuck is Jelly Roll everywhere now? I can't get over it. I just can't get over it. Went from rap to country. I don't know, went to jail or some shit. Have no idea where the fuck this guy was from, but I remember hearing about him in 2013 or like 2012 as a rapper, and then all of a sudden, I guess it's the Trump bump. Just like the Drake stimulus package. I guess it's the goddamn Trump bump. And I guess I can't be surprised, because everyone in this country is a goddamn idiot right now. Whether you're a Republican or not. I don't know what else to say. I'm so disappointed. I'm happy to have friends in high places, because when shit hits the fan, guess who I'm gonna run to? That's right. Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Because that's their big brain. That's why they get paid the big bucks. Why say many word when few word do trick? Think about. I leave music play. Very good. I had time. Nah, it's not working. It's just not working for me. Thank you so much for listening. Shout out to Donald Trump. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next FLUE episode. Enjoy the rest of your night. Amen. Shabbat.